Okay, so we're talking about Etude 1, and we're going to go from the beginning till measure 21. I'm going to give you some preparatory exercises first. You can skip ahead to the notes if you'd like. So first, I want you to be familiar with the A harmonic minor scale. We'll talk about those notes. Let's start on A, B, C, D, E, F natural, G sharp, and A. Now this etude is going to be utilizing a lot of A harmonic minor, so I want your hand to get used to that finger pattern, especially on the D string. Next, I want us to think about bow control and having a smooth bow. If you look at the beginning of the etude, we have we're going to be using all of the bow and a very, very smooth sound. So in order to get ready for that and mentally prepare for that, I want us to play the A harmonic minor with all of our bow. So maybe let's say 4 counts each note. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Using all of the bow. 3, 4. Nice smooth sound. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then next is practice rhythms. If you've seen some of my older videos, you know that I love practice rhythms. I absolutely swear by practice rhythms. They're very, very helpful. So the first one we have is the long short. And we're going to use that same A harmonic minor scale. Don't worry about the bowing too much, just the rhythm. Long, short, long. Okay, and then the second one, the opposite of that, short, long. Dot, 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 dot. Ready, and. Okay, and you'll see later on when we get to the 16th notes how we're going to use those practice rhythms. Now let's talk about the notes at the beginning of this etude. It's pretty much straightforward, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'm trying to think, if I was in high school, what questions would I have? But I might not be able to think of all of the questions, so please, please, please ask me and I will more than happily answer you. So the beginning, A minor arpeggio. Make sure we get a good F natural there. And then to G sharp. Now try to make the string crossings as smooth as you can. And how do you do that? You have to think ahead about the movement that your right arm is going to make. So right before even the first 2 notes, I'm going from the D string to the A string. My elbow is already kind of sinking in, and my wrist and hand is going to follow. Right here, going from the E string back to the A string, my elbow is now coming up, and it's kind of like sinking into that next level. So I have. Right here, I'm going to use that measure 4. 4, 1, open to 4. And why 4? Because I don't want to cross the string too many times. If I have all of that, I'm doing so much work, versus if I use my 4th finger. So again, measure 4, I have 4, and then open A. And then there, I shift to 3rd position. And then, so I'm in 3rd position, F natural with my 3rd finger. 3, open 1, 3. And if we put down our fourth finger, we have G. And a whole step away, we have A. Now tap lightly on the string, and that's how you get that harmonic note. That tiny little circle, that means harmonic. So measure 5, we have. Then I go back down to first position. Third again. Then here, second position. First finger on that F natural. So it would be A, F, A, C, F. Stay in second position. E, C, A, F, C. 3, 1, open, 1, 1. And again, we're still in second position. Now we have B flat, fourth finger. If we check third finger, if we check third finger, that's A, so we have that solid point, and then a half step, we have B flat. 4, 1, open, 1, 4. All of that pretty self-explanatory, and then a false harmonic. Now we have our first finger down on that A, and then you have the little rhombus on the note D. So A, first finger is pushing down hard, fourth finger is barely tapping, right? How we had this harmonic, that's how we're going to use the pressure with this fourth finger here. And the thing with false harmonics is they need a lot of bow. So we have. You can't get away with being at the tip and just a little bit of bow. No, you need all of the bow for that false harmonic. Okay, so let's go nice and slow from measure 4, and let's reassure those fingerings. Ready, set, and. Continue, measure 11, rest. I like to use fourth finger for that G sharp, right at the beginning of measure 12. Fourth finger, and then third finger will be on the next note, D, versus going 3 on the G sharp and then 3 on the note D. We have to do some jumping real quick. Just use fourth finger. Now when you practice this, make sure you super emphasize the accents. Every time you play this, really exaggerate the accents, because then when you play it regular, play it normal for your audition, those accents, you've practiced them so much that they're gonna come out just by habit. Okay, so we're at measure 14. Of course, leave that pinky down. You don't wanna have to jump every time. You're doing way too much extra work. So, my teacher would write KFD, keep your finger down. Measure 15, we have D sharp, then E, G sharp. I like to use fourth finger again for that G sharp, it just feels more comfortable. And then the next part, again, to me, it seems pretty straightforward, kind of self-explanatory, but if you have any questions, please let me know. So 16, we have. 20, we go G sharp, low G sharp. I like to have the high G sharp ready with that fourth finger. Okay, so measure 20 again would be. And I would definitely use fourth finger starting at 16. Otherwise, yes, it's like the jarocho to use the open strings. In my opinion, it's going to be way too difficult. It's going to go a little bit faster and you might lose control of that. Personal choice, I would say fourth finger. If you want to use open, you're more than welcome to use open. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I would go through the practice rhythms. We're going to start with the long, short rhythm. Again, the bowing doesn't matter, just the rhythm. Long, short, long, short, long. I have my metronome here set to 85. Here we go, measure 4. Ready, and. Then continue to measure 11. Ready, and rest. Okay, and then if I didn't have any trouble with that, none of the fingerings were giving me problems or any of the string changes, I would go up 2 clicks. So now I'm at 87 and we're going to do the opposite rhythm, the short, long, short, long, short, long. Here we go, measure 4, ready, and. Measure 11, 3, and rest. Take the time for that 8th note. I messed up a little bit right there. So then after that, I'm going to bring it up to 89. And now I'm going to play that whole section with the 8th notes, everything just as is. Okay, so here's my metronome at 89. Ready, and. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.